All right. Anyways, the Romulus movie. So basically, you guys had to break into a space station and find these chambers so you can escape the slave planet. But what you guys didn't know is there are xenomorphs, the ultra life form. Basically, these things can survive in space. If you shoot it, it will bleed out acid and it will destroy the space station, killing everyone.
So
And
it's like the demons in Venom.
yeah, kind of.
I bet.
All right. So as you guys enter the space station, two of your crew is staying on board to watch cameras, and you guys, just the two of you, are going to have to locate these space pods. And right now, you have three ways to go. Each of these three ways will lead you to where you need to go, but they all differ. One is a corridor, basically just a section of doors that you'll have to pass through with different challenges. Or you can crawl through the vents, or you guys can go through a pretty much attic like space. It's bigger than the vents, but it's a lot harder to navigate in.
Okay, so listen, vents make the most sense because they too fucking big to fit in the vents. But knowing Riley's bitch ass, they finna somehow get in there, and then we're gonna be trapped, gang. So I don't know.
There's genuinely, be honest, there's genuinely a scene where they get in there. But I'm gonna tell you right now,
I'm assuming.
there are currently none awake right now.
So if we stay in the vent straight in, then we won't wake them up type shit. 'Cause,
I'm there. Let's just do that.
All right, you guys are heading through the vents.
Yes.
All right. Well, immediately, Chris is making the correct decisions as the vents offer zero problems, and you guys actually make it to your destination. And now, when you guys are investigating the pods, you guys realize that they don't have enough fuel to make it all the way to another planet. So, you guys need to go and find more fuel. So now you guys have two choices. He doesn't tell you where any of the fuel is, but you can try either. You could try either the testing labs or the cryo chambers.
Going to the cryo chambers, fuck a testing lab. Even though I know it's gonna be in there, I just know also aliens are in there. Fuck that.
Jane, you coming with him?
It sounds like I'm piggybacking off Chris, but I do agree with a lot of the shit he's saying.
I'm telling you, bro.
I mean, Vanessa's the one that kept getting you killed. I mean,
She's a woman.
technically, y'all could have walked out of there with the cross.
Never trust a woman.
All right. As you guys enter the cryo chambers, you guys crawl through the vents one more time because the door is locked. And it seems like there's liquid all
On the
around.
inside and that side.
All right. And there's basically like this kind of frozen liquid all on the ground. And do you guys know what you find in the cryo chamber?
It's fucking.
No. You actually find the fuel. Do you guys want to? How do you guys want to pull out the fuel? It's in the wall, basically, and it is connected to a fuck ton of tubes.
The options, or we just kind of make up one?
You kind of have to just decide how you want to do it.
It's connected to a whole bunch of tubes. So what we finna do is we're gonna siphon the fuel into these containers that were conveniently located in the cryo chamber.
Chris has plot armor now. It just exists there.
Okay, but it's like
No, it's not. You
cryo
don't.
chamber sounds like something that would just have containers there.
That's what I'm
Alright.
saying. They would have it's like pods and shit.
All right. That will be a roll.
You have to type in chat GPT like fuck. They chose this. What do I do?
No, actually, this is the one this is the movie that I watched. I know everything that happens. All right. So Let me pull out my dice. Start shooting these. All right, because it does make sense, I will give you guys a good odd. 1 to 2, you guys don't find any fucking open chambers. But 4 to 6, you guys do. Or not 4 to 6, 3 to 6.
I bet.
And you guys get a 5. And Chris decides to siphon the gas.
Listen to
Yep,
Chris
I know how
over
to do
here.
it in real life.
The fucking siphoning gas.
And
Yeah,
as
you would have never
Chris,
thought about it. You would have been like,
I
cut the
was
fucking
thinking
wall.
that. It's my
Nah, you were
blind
gonna be like, cut the fucking wall, and then they would wake their ass up by cutting the wall.
all right, and because you decided to siphon the gas from one tank, or do you guys want multiple tanks?
There's 2 of us, so each person could carry 1 tank.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you guys want to take? Okay. So as you guys,
And also, oh, never mind.
all right, wait. So do you guys want to take more?
All right, Jaden, this is the thing, right? Wait, did you tell us how much gas we needed?
Yeah. So technically, one chamber might be enough.
Might be is the
It
very
might be.
important word. Okay, Jaden, this is our dilemma, right? Listen. If we siphon only 1 chamber, we're there for less time. But it's a 50-50 chance we're gonna make it to the other fucking Earth. But if we get 2, we're gonna be there for a little longer. So it's up to you. I've been
feel
making
like-
the decisions.
I feel like it's more worth the time just to get the extra gas, just in case we need it.
All right, what about this? We get 1.5. 1.5. I don't need
1.5. 1.5. All right, you guys want to do that? 1.5.
Yeah, because you said 1 might be enough, so 1.5 should be enough. I bet.
All right, all right. Chris is really thinking out here.
That's
All right,
the brain.
and as you guys siphon 1.5 of the gases, you notice these weird mutant things on the wall.
Okay.
Basically, they look like spiders, but with a huge cock. I'm not even kidding. That's what it looks like.
I bet.
And basically, it's clear that those chambers were feeding into these things, keeping them frozen. But because you guys didn't take both of them, they'll stay frozen for a little bit longer.
Hey, big dubs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We could have been dead, but
All right. But an alarm starts to blare.
fuck.
For what?
But
Why is the alarm going off?
as the alarm blares, it tells you.
Answer.
I'm gonna answer. I was gonna tell you why. The alarm starts to blare because you guys have 30 minutes left before the destruction of the space station.
Okay, question.
Yes.
Are these motherfuckers waking up because of the alarm, or is it like a silent alarm? It's just loud. I mean, big lights.
Well, it's all over the station, so so they don't really mind it because there's no direct point.
Okay.
All right.
All right, bet.
Now you guys can open the cryo chamber door and leave that way, or you guys can head back through the vents.
We're heading back through the vents.
With the gas things, though.
They are heavy, and the vents aren't the strongest, so there's a chance that going through the vents do break.
We're gonna go just straight through the door. Fuck a vent.
Yeah,
Because then if we fall, like
do some cheeky shit.
exactly, hear me out. We're gonna go straight through the door, right? But if we went through the vents, we're gonna fall and then spill the gas, and then it wasn't even worth it. So fuck it. We're just gonna walk through the fucking.
Right. As you guys walk through the door, you guys end up in the testing lab. Because the testing lab was right outside of the garage. Because that's where they would do the experiments on the things that they're keeping frozen.
I bet.
And you guys find an old robot. Do you guys want to hook it up?
Nope.
No, you just want to leave?
That's gonna make a big ass noise. Hell no. Fuck a robot.
But the alarm's going off though, so even a loud noise like that.
Yeah, but like he said, the alarms are going off in the whole building, so they don't mind it. It's not in one pinpoint location.
Ooh, that's so true. But what if this robot has useful information though, or it can
Okay,
fight
we wake
against
up the
customers?
robot and want to fight us. Then we got fucking big ass black demons with big dicks fighting us and a robot.
No, the children have big dicks, not the.
Okay, why did the children? No,
I don't question the the ultimate life form.
Okay, wait. Before we make a final decision, what does the robot look like? Does it look like, like
It was cut in half, pretty much.
Okay,
fuck it? We don't need a cut in half robot.
exactly. I thought if it was a whole robot, it could help us, but no.
Okay, so you guys just gonna leave it alone?
Yep.
All right. As you guys walk past the robot, the motion sensors of the robot go off, and
Said it
as
wasn't
it
plugged in.
as it yeah, it's a robot. It doesn't need to be plugged in. And as it wakes up, it doesn't make that loud of a noise. It's basically just going to talk to you guys. And it pretty much asks you guys for your help to locate a vial that they were testing on. And he says he can pay you guys handsomely. No,
And he's cut in half, so he can't move, right?
no,
So we're gonna have to carry him or something.
no. He'll tell you where to go.
All right, so a robot is in the corner, correct?
It's like on the desk.
All right, but me and Jaden take 7 steps back, and we have a little conversation. And I tell Jaden, we're gonna pretend we're gonna go get the vial, but we're just gonna leave.
That's what you want to do.
Type shit. Yep.
Like halfway.
Yeah. Oh, all right. He wants us to get the vial, and he'll pay us handsomely. But we're in fucking space. What the fuck is he gonna pay us for?
There's
So
a
we're just gonna pretend.
there's a galactic
go get it.
currency.
Man, fuck a galactic currency. I'm rich. So we're gonna pretend to get the vial, but we're just gonna dip because we don't want to be here.
Fuck that robot.
Because we're 7. Yeah, because we're 7 steps back, so he can't really hear us type shit. And I'm whispering.
And
That's my decision. Jaden can decide what he wants to do.
Yeah, honestly, I agree too. Cause yeah,
as you guys were making a decision, the robot tells you behind you.
Oh,
Now decide what to do. 5, 4, 3,
fucking
2.
run to the robot and hide.
Chris, what did you say?
I'm just turning around. I'm just turning around facing it.
All right, Chris, as you turn around, it's one of the spider things that was unfrozen. And it jumps at your face and sticks it wraps its tail around your neck.
Have a spider got a tail?
It's a weird spider. It's called a face hugger. All right, Chris. Now this thing is on your face. What do you want to try and do?
I pull out my knife. I pull out my knife that I would have on my suit, of course, because I'm a fucking astronaut, and I cut its tail.
All right. The robot tells you if you cut that thing's tail, it will wrap around it harder. That's not even me bullshitting. That's genuinely what it does.
Okay, bet. So I want to stab it in the heart because they don't got one. So I'm gonna stab it straight through the mouth, up to the dome.
Up to the dome. All right. Yeah. You stab it through, but it begins to choke you harder.
And I'm like, yes, daddy. And then he gets all freaked out. He's like, whoa, what in the hell is happening?
He gets freaked out. All right, Jaden, do you want to help him or do anything?
Yes,
I'll go help him.
Right. I will give you guys a hint. Something you picked up can help you right now.
We pour a little bit of gas on him.
But it's gonna be on you though. So yeah, whatever.
You got it right.
Yeah, but the gas was keeping him frozen. We got 1.5. I say we sacrifice 3%.
Powering the thing, keeping it frozen.
No, the gas is a freezing chamber. It's a cryo chamber.
Okay.
All right. So Jane, are you gonna pour it on him?
3% of the gas.
Yeah, it takes I take the half one and dump it on the.
No,
No, you
all of
don't.
them.
You don't dump the whole one. Don't
Yeah,
freaking
Jaden,
say. We
exactly. I
don't
said
need.
the half
We
one.
just.
this
We just
is
need to
why
be
Jaden
frozen for at least
dies.
20 minutes.
This is why Jaden always dies.
How?
We just need a little, bro, 3% of the gas. We don't need to dump the whole.
All right, Jaden, are you gonna do that, or are you just gonna leave him to die?
Okay, I take the half one and then dump a little bit on the fucking thing. That's what I said in the first place.
All right, you dump a little bit on it. It freezes, and you're able to rip it off of Chris's neck, and you have freedom. But the robot tells you that Chris is most likely already impregnated.
Oh, Chris, you pregnant?
I'm a whore.
He has a 20% chance of being pregnant. And so basically, from all this happening and your two teammates watching from the sideline, they decided to run inside and try and help you
There
guys.
it is.
And as they get there, another face hugger runs by you and jumps into their mouth. Now,
Okay.
do you guys want to freeze this one, or are you guys just going to leave her?
Nope. We need the gas. Fuck it.
We do need the gas. We honestly do need the gas.
And they weren't brave enough to come in the first place. Fuck her.
Mm-hmm.
They were the ones giving you guys all the information.
Don't care. We still
Okay.
got one more.
All right. The other friend stays by her, trying to help, and you two run off. How do you guys want to get out of here? You have the same, pretty much the same three choices you did when trying to get in here, but now you have to try and get back. All right.
Oh,
And
wait a second. Once we pass the testing lab, why couldn't we shut the door?
because they can go through the vents too, also through the
They can
attic
go through
and
the vents
all
too.
the
They
other
could go through the
places.
vents, Chris. They could go through the vents.
Okay, so what about if we ran through the hallways, but we shut the door behind us?
They're gonna run through the vents. They
They
basically
can't go through the vents. They're gonna.
they
We've gone through the vents too much. He's gonna make the vents not an option now. Fucking Riley, you gotta remember that.
Okay, wait. Give me a second, all right? So what we're gonna do, Jaden, sacrifice a little bit, for the greater good.
For the greater
We're gonna
good.
he
we're gonna
punches you
stuff
in the
the half
face.
tank. We're gonna stuff the half tank with the
Don't.
vent, and
Okay.
we're gonna run through the hallways.
I thought you were gonna say we were gonna shove it up your ass. We're gonna stuff it up your ass. No go.
What the fuck?
We're gonna close off the. Oh, you know what? No, we're not gonna stuff it. Yeah, we are, because they're gonna have to bite it or some shit to get it out of the way. And if they do, then they freeze. So we're gonna stuff the vent with the half, and we're just gonna take the one and send it.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Alright. And as you guys stuff the vents, you begin to open the doors running through the corridors.
And I shut them behind us.
Yes, you shut them behind you. But what you didn't know in the room is the woman that's getting impregnated begins to have a chest burster. And do you know what that is, Jaden?
Yes.
It's a tiny monster, and she has been impregnated, and this thing is immediately going through evolution and growing up.
No, I don't
She
think
got
that's how that
impregnated.
works.
It
Chris.
actually is. All right.
It's
Now
a
this thing
hybrid.
now this thing is chasing you along with face huggers, and this thing is tearing right through the fucking doors. And
Should've chose
because
the vet.
and now because the robot is awake and wants the vial, it fucks with your ship. Basically, your ship is now drifting off course.
But I told him I was going to get the vial.
Yeah, we said we
Why
were gonna
does-
go get it.
It didn't, because it heard you guys.
Oh my god. Can't hear me whispering.
Yeah, no. But it knocks your ship a little bit off course, shaking the thing and dropping the monster to the ground. And as you guys get to one of the last corridors, it won't open. This
The
robot
vent.
has locked the door. You guys want to hop
The
through the vent?
The opening of the vent over there, where all they are,
Mhm.
is covered and blocked. So the vent over here, where there's none, is open.
So that's what y'all doing? Going through the vent?
I choose the vent. What do you think, Jaden?
I'm just going with Chris up at this point.
Man, this man got no ideas of himself. He got a smooth brain.
Hey, I remember I gave the idea about the vents when the face huggers were in there. Went through it. If
He
I
didn't
had
say
to
they were
say,
in there yet. He just said they could go in there.
Yeah, they could.
it's Riley. They more than likely would have went through.
Nah, Chris would have gotten halfway through, and then the xenomorph would have popped out, killed Jaden, and then Chris would have got away.
Oh, that's
Because Chris went first and you had to wait.
See, Jaden, you're welcome.
Alright.
Anyways, we hop in the vent.
Alright, you guys hop in the vent, and as you guys hop in the vent, you get in there just in time for the xenomorph to pop through the last door. Now, the xenomorph is sniffing for you guys. Do you guys want to try and continue moving through the vents? Or do you want to stay put? Or do you want to try one of your own options?
He said, "Stay put, or keep trying to crawl, or we can make up our own decision."
You could just like chuck it at its head.
But then we don't have any gas for our ship.
And that's
I mean, you're missing two different people now.
What does that matter? I
You
can fly
need
the bitch.
Yeah, but you have less gas or you have less people you need gas for.
All right, Jaden. We're drizzling, like I said in the beginning,
yeah.
around
Okay,
the
yeah. If I
vent
had known
opening.
that, okay, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I want to drizzle some a little bit away so that he has to crawl into the vent and touch the gas.
Also, note that he's already like 8 foot tall.
He's how much?
He's like 8 foot tall.
He's just aging as he's chasing us down.
Yeah.
So he can't fit in the vent then, correct?
Oh no, he
He's got
can't.
a baby in it.
He's
Well,
like
then, yeah, I still want to
they
drizzle some.
they basically don't have bones, kind of.
Oh,
It's a weird thing.
Okay. So if we needed a full tank for 4 people, I think we could get away with 75% for 2 people. So I'm gonna drizzle 25% around the vent and a little bit ahead. So just in case around the vent didn't work.
All right, you're drizzling it, Chris.
We're drizzling 25%, Jaden, because if a full tank could have made it there for 4 people, I think 75% could make it there for 2 people.
All right.
Okay, yeah. All right.
And as you guys do this, the xenomorph begins to look around and notices your body heat in a very cold area. But as it jumps up and it pulls out the vent, it jumps into the vent. It is affected by the gas, but it's more annoyed. And as it goes towards you guys, it's too fucking heavy and breaks down and falls through the vent.
Yeah, but we should be, after we drizzled that bitch, we should be a little ahead of it. So it should just break where he's at.
Yep. But it is continuing to fall apart. So now you guys have to move quick. Who's in the front and who's in the back?
I'm in the front, Jaden's in the back, and I tell Jaden,
All right.
we're just going to throw the whole tank at the bitch, because we already had gas. We just needed some for multiple people.
All right. Now you guys are crawling through the vents. The face huggers jump into the vents with you. They begin to fall from the cryo. And you guys escape the vents. But as you guys
Yeah, there was going to be a butt.
get to your ship, the xenomorph stands behind y'all. Now you guys have 5 seconds to decide what to do. 5, 4. Is that what you do?
I'm assuming it's like a ramp type door, right? Like at the back of a helicopter.
Yeah, basically.
He's standing behind us. How far behind us?
Like a couple of feet. Like,
How the fuck was he there if we threw the whole tank of gas on him? Don't they freeze?
oh no, not this guy. He's annoyed by it, but He's not as well affected. Like it'll stun him. It'll stun him and stunned him, but he got back up.
Jaden, what do you want to do?
You guys just want to close the door?
Let's just close the door on him. He's like feet away.
Bro, but if he said a few feet. That's 3 feet, fool.
No, he's like we'll say
If
like
it
8 feet,
and
8
if
to 10 feet.
I bet still, even if it's like the back of a helicopter type door, that takes a long time to close.
Shit.
At this point, it seems like there's no way to stop this fucker.
You know what? Okay, yeah, it does seem like there is no way to stop him. So. I look at Chris and say, "You gotta get out of here, man." Then I run towards the xenomorph and distract him with the BBL.
But before Jaden,
Oh my god.
before Jaden gets to him, because he has such a big BBL, he's slow. I push him back into the spaceship, and I hit the button, and I say, "For the greater good," and he, and then I tackle the bitch,
Alright.
and the door
Chris,
is already closed.
Yeah.
Chris is sacrificing himself.
Yep.
Alright. As soon as Chris tries to tackle him, he gets pretty much ripped in half by his tail. And the xenomorph passes Chris and begins to chase after Jaden. And right as it gets to that door, it gets its claw into the door, but the door is shut. But because of its strength, it's starting to tear a hole into the door. Jaden, what do you want to do?
Oh. Yeah, it's a good question. What am I going to do?
There are options, or he just gotta make it for himself.
Honestly, I'm thinking
I mean,
because this seems like nothing can stop this fool.
there is something that stuns him
Okay,
that
one
you're
more time.
holding.
Where are we? I have to be 100%.
You're on the other side of the door and you're in your spaceship.
Okay. Honestly, I have no fucking clue.
Throw the rest of the gas at him.
Thank God, bro. Like
But it seems like it only stuns him for a second. though,
Exactly. He'd be
so-
like, and his claw will not be in the door, and the door is going to be shut. So what is he going to do if it's not poking in?
I mean, you could take off. You're in a
But the
literal
fucking door's
spaceship.
closed. How am I gonna throw the gas at him?
He tore a
That is
little
true.
hole in the fucking door.
Okay, no, fine.
Jane,
Yeah.
you want to spray this guy?
How much gas you got left?
You got 75. I mean, Jane, it's just you by yourself now.
Okay, then can I throw 50 and keep 25? Yeah, I feel like 25 would be enough for me, just one person.
Just for one person? You feel like that's enough?
You know what? No, fuck it. I do
Hey,
30.
Jaden,
I do 30 and 45.
30 and
you keep
45?
45?
You
You
keep
keep 45
if you
or you
keep
throw
45, if you keep 45, you'll have 30. Use 30. All right, what are you doing? How much?
We said 75. No, fuck it. I'll keep 40, but then throw 35. I keep changing it, but that's gonna be that.
All right. And as you do it, the spaceship begins to take off. You freeze it in the face and the claw, and it falls off into deep space. And as you escape, the space station crashes into a bunch of rocks, destroying it. And Jaden, you have survived. Great job. You did it. You did it
Yeah.
with Chris's help.
I
For
did.
real.
I did.
Well, thank you for joining us, Chris, and getting Jaden his first ever win.
First ever win. That's not true.
Bro, you've
All
died in
thanks to
every
me.
scenario.
I should have
Remember,
just had you sacrifice yourself.
protein.
No,
It
I
would
thought
have
we
been a
survived that.
No, you
it would
died.
have been a bigger W of my first episode. I just
Chris technically
wanted
won
to-
because he literally did everything for you, Jaden.
He did. I'm not
but
being
at the end of
real.
the day, I sacrificed myself for BBL, Jaden. If you animate this one, bro, you have to have like the time, Jaden has to have a dump truck on his ass,
All
bro.
right.
Like that shit
Every
gotta be fat.
every time Jaden's animated and Chris is here, I'll make sure he has a dump truck.
No.
I give him the
Yeah.
fattest. All right. You guys want to say anything for a final message?
Without me, Jaden, you would be nothing.
And I was gonna say, without Chris, I would have died.
Hello. Just wanted to thank you for watching the video. I know the animation wasn't the greatest, definitely wasn't. I ran into a lot of issues going through it. First off, I have no fucking clue how to animate or draw, so that shit happens. But either way, I had a lot of fun making this. A lot of shit got corrupted. A lot of shit fucking just decided to delete itself after a couple seconds. I tried to fix it in post work, but it was not successful. But either way, do expect that the next animations will be 10 times better because they will be drawn by my beautiful girlfriend, Vanessa, instead of ChatGPT. Um, and I will be actually spending a lot more time animating and trying to keep these videos down a lot more. But either way, thank you for watching. I will see you guys soon. Thank you.